Hey guys, I've been wanting to do this video for a little while now, but um, when you do good videos, important ones, you got to research, you got to take time, you must do it correctly to put the right message out. Um, there must be no mistakes. There will be mistakes, but we're going to correct them as we make them. We're going to do what we can. Um, anyway, I want to talk about the Ukraine crisis. And I came across a great video. Probably gonna be a series of videos that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with this. It's a video that Chris Hedges did on the Katie Halper show. Love Chris Hedges, great guy. He was talking about, we're certainly not supporting what's going on in Ukraine. We're certainly not in support of it, but we need to understand what this stuff means. That NATO has been slowly encroaching upon the territorial objections of Russia. This has been going on for quite a while, that NATO has gone beyond their mandate, whether it was in Afghanistan, other places they've gone. This has nothing to do with their original guidelines of what they were supposed to do to protect Europe. Um, you know, Chris Hedges made a great analogy to the Bay of Pigs. If you're not familiar with it, happened back in the 60s. And we almost had a war with Russia. We almost had troops in Cuba due to believed to be rockets in Cuba. And I've thought about other things I've heard in the past of what if we had Iranian drones flying over America? Chris Hedges made the great point that even though Putin's response, his movements, his moves have been reckless and dangerous, and it's an aggressive war, we must understand the motivation of these actions. And the motivation is that Ukraine might join NATO, and they'll be on Russia's doorstep. Chris went into the point of how there's this thing about Ukraine, but what about the Palestinians? The Yemenis. What about others? They're white. And I thought that was amazing. He brought that up. When we talk about white privilege, when we talk about things of that nature, this is what I'm talking about. This isn't to knock white people. This isn't to say white folks don't struggle. It's to say that when they do struggle, they have these existing systems of protection, such as NATO. That's the point. And the fact that Chris was willing to explain that black and brown bodies don't count. Look at Rwanda. But then someone could say we went into Somalia, yeah. To say that, I thought was really, really, really concise and a great point that he made. I think that, and he went into saying that Putin shouldn't have actually attacked Ukraine. He should just stayed out in the territories and all that. I agree with that. I've talked about how, to me, we're living in the age of the strongman. We're living in the age of the oligarch. With Trump and with Putin making these moves. The guy Modi over there in India. We're watching the age of the strong man, the era of the strong man, and these are strong man actions. That's what they are. These are aggressive war actions, and one of the things that bothers me the most when Putin put his troops on highest alert, I think it was a couple days ago. Was it Sunday? Maybe Sunday. You didn't even hear a lot of news about it. That's shocking to me. And maybe I'm the only person that gets that and understands that when they make these moves, we're a little bit closer to a world without democracy. It's like when you had the Capitol stuff and they were moving, the Capitol, January 6th siege, and they were moving Nancy Pelosi, they were moving leadership. with the bunkers. They didn't go in detail, but that's what was happening. They were moving them into the tunnels and stuff, and moving the vice president in the tunnels. I'm pretty sure Mount Weather and Raven Rock was activated. And it used to be that, like, that I think people understood that that's a special kind of law. Like, those guys can do whatever they want. You don't want to get in the way of that. They probably got machine guns and stuff. You're not dealing with civilian law enforcement when you go up into the Capitol, or when you go into those tunnels, or any of that stuff. You're dealing with the military. You're dealing with something else. And when we start to tread on that territory, I think it's a little bit dangerous. I think we should acknowledge that as a little dangerous, as something that we shouldn't go there. Democracy is something to be treasured and to be fought for and to be recognized as fragile. Democracy is something that we believe in, that we believe in representative government. We believe in a government for and by the people. And these actions concern me. They concern me greatly, that we're going towards a society that's a lot less free. I don't think Putin will use the nukes. I think it's political posturing, but I still think that we should note that. That should be something people should pause when you hear that. When you hear, I have activated my guys to move to DEFCON 3. DEFCON 1 means they shoot. Anyway, thanks for listening.